Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a little bit different. So we're going to discuss something called AI agents or agentic AI. So this is something that you've probably heard talked about on social media and YouTube and things like that. But basically what agentic AI or AI agents are little AI agents that will go and actually do stuff for you. So I'm going to give you a bit of an example of how you can build tools using or add AI agents using ChatGPT directly and do them fairly simply and get them to do stuff for you. So for an example, I've created a travel expense GPT, and it's nothing too complex. What it does is it takes travel expenses and populates them into this spreadsheet that I have sitting on my Google Drive, for instance. But it's some of the little steps that it does in the middle that make it interesting. So I'm going to go through the process. So here's what we do. I'm going to say to it, enter a $3,000 flight to New Zealand for 24th of August, 24. So here's where we can do some really interesting things with AI agents. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm starting to bring in third-party applications. So in this particular case, I'm using Zapier. So a lot of you might know Zapier as the automation software. Really, really, really useful. So basically what I've done is I've got it to, first thing it's done is it's checked my expense report. So it's gone to the actual Google Drive and it's basically said, okay, so these are the dates. We've got date, we've got total, we've got reason. So reason for the expense, and we've got the supplier. So if I come back to ChatGPT, it basically says your expense entry for the flight to New Zealand is mostly complete, but requires the following details: reason for the expense and supplier details. So I'm just going to say trade show in New Zealand for the reason. And I'm going to say, let's say we flew Air New Zealand. Now what it's doing is it's going and running another action. And that action is to go and actually, it's going to check this list. And it's going to see if this expense is already in there or not. So you don't want to double up on the expenses. So it's just going to quickly check to make sure that I haven't duplicated this expense accidentally. As you can see, it says it's not already present in the records. Would you like to proceed with adding it now? So I'm going to say yes. And so what that's now going to do is that's going to go and put it into the spreadsheet for me, which is great. But then what'll actually happen, and this is quite interesting, is that, so there it is. It's put it into the spreadsheet for me, and you can see that sort of update live, which is cool. Now, what it's actually doing here is it's running another action for me as well. And that is that it's actually sent an email to whatever email address that I asked for, just to let them know that a new expense has been successfully added for a flight to New Zealand on 24th of 8th, 2024, blah, 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 for the trade show in New Zealand. I could add whatever details I want. It was Adam Walsh. This is his department, all that sort of stuff. So the point of this is really not about you building expense GPTs. The point is to show you that you can actually now build these agent AIs yourself, and they can do stuff for you. And the way that this is actually working is through what's called Zapier AI actions. So I'm gonna leave it there for today. I'm going to do some videos on how to actually create these actions. So if anybody's got a specific request type of action that they would like to see if they can build, please let me know. There's a whole heap of different things that you can integrate with Zapier, and if you can integrate it with Zapier, then there's a high chance now that you can integrate it with ChatGPT, which is cool. So that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll be doing some more tomorrow on this subject, but also this will be part of our upcoming training. So again, let me know if you're interested in doing that training, because we will be covering this stuff. Awesome, guys. Well, have a great afternoon, and I'll see you next time.